Sky Blackwell. You're talking authenticity, grand rising. Drink some juice, some orange, guava, ginger juice. Yes, much love, Sky Blackwell. Some authenticity. Out here in the sun, sunbathing, meditating, staying hydrated. Staying hydrated, I'm glowing bright. Staying hydrated, I'm glowing bright. And yes, I'm making progress in the right direction every day. I'm rising higher every day. That's especially why I'm outside here in nature in the morning, in the rising time. You know, most people, they just want to stay inside all day. People want to sleep. People want to hide. People want to run away from life. You know, people want to camp out. They want to watch TV. You know, people just want to snack. They just want to eat, eat, and eat, and eat all day. You know, people just are lazy. You know what I mean? People, they have, a poor work ethic, you know, and that's why I'm always being a motivator. I'm being a coach. I'm an inspiration. I'm a leader. I'm stepping up. Even though it's noisy, all of these noisy airplanes, all these noisy airplanes, all these constant noises, this warfare, it's annoying. Honestly, it's very annoying. I'm tired of living in Dallas, Texas. I'm tired of living in Dallas, Texas. You know, it is unbelievably noisy. And no, you can't say, oh, that's just the way the world is. You got to deal with it. No, I'm ready to move to a better, quieter, more peaceful, happier environment in the sunshine where it's less noisy. You know, people make too much noise and we need to evolve and cut the noise, cut the chaos. You know, a lot of people are rushing and racing. People are arguing, fighting, and people are just caught up in drama. You know, we need to evolve and practice more peace, more compassion. Get outside in nature, turn off the devices, the electronics, all this noise, telephones, television, you know, all these tractors and sirens and chainsaws and lawnmowers and leaf blowers, garbage trucks, airplanes. It's just nonstop noise. People acting a fool drunk in the parking lot, you know, and it's just like when do people learn how to grow up? When do people learn to just shut up and meditate and pray? You know, many people don't even know what it's like to be at peace. People are addicted to just being overstimulated. You know, it's always you always gotta be chasing, always gotta get a rise out of something, always gotta, you know, get attention, always gotta stir up some noise. You know, when do people just learn how to be still, be still, be still, meditate, pray, instead of always trying to hop into other people's worlds, instead of always trying to, you know, damage the community. We need to do something that's going to heal the world. We need to do something that's going to add more harmony and peace into the atmosphere, not all this destruction and reckless energy. You know, many people, they just don't get it. They just think, oh, it's the hustle and bustle corporate rat race. It's Babylon. We just got to keep feeding the beast, you know, and that's not the solution. That's not the answer. People need to stop and people need to be still and sit down and come outside into nature and ask yourself, am I really helping to make the world a better place? What am I doing? What am I doing within myself? Can you really look at yourself in the mirror? Hey, peace, thank you. Mach Chapman, thank you. Much love. Yes, it's sunny today. I'm out here in the sun. Mach Chapman. Matt Chapman, my bad. Matt Chapman. But yeah, um, more people need to take more accountability and more responsibility because honestly, it's on us. The kingdom is within us, and many people they have a contaminated spirit. They have a toxic vibration and they're just always going around the rat race like on a hamster wheel in a non-stop cycle of destruction over and over again, destruction, chaos, chasing, war, drama, separation, arguments, always ignoring people. Stay away from people that's always blowing you off. They're always ignoring your messages, ignoring your phone calls, acting like you ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And these same people are whack as hell. Where are these people at? You know what I'm saying? Peace. Thank you, Ayush V13. Much love, peace. Yeah, man, I'm being me. I'm speaking the truth. That's the purpose of this live. That's the purpose of me is to speak the truth and inspire people and raise the frequency. I'm speaking that real talk in a world full of lies. Everybody's just plugged in. They just want to talk, 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 talk. They want to be on the television all day, scrolling on social media, looking at bull crap, distractions. Man, y'all need to come out into real life instead of being all indoors inside, hiding, in your nice little air conditioning, inside your nice little office or apartment or job, where everything's all cozy and comfortable. The real people, we out here getting it in nature. We exercising, we walking, we hiking, and we're doing good. Thank you. Much love. I appreciate you. HUTRI. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your positive compliments about wishing me well on my YouTube journey. Thank you. I appreciate you. HUYTRI. Thank you. Yes, we got to make sure we evolve. We can't just always be worshiping material stuff. Many people, they're addicted to materialism. People, they glorify material stuff, jewelry, phones, cars, chains, a house, a job, and they just think, oh, I'm just so perfect. I got everything figured out and I'm just so big and bad and tough because I got all these guns and trucks and all this crap that it don't even mean nothing. Who are you within yourself? That's the real truth. Who are you? How is your soul? How is your character? How is your integrity? How is your heart? How is your mind? You know what I'm saying? Many people, they're living a lie. They're living a false identity, living through a false identity with all this ego, too much ego up in America. All over America, ego. All over the Western hemisphere, ego. Ego separation. Oh, people judging if you have a college degree, judging if you have a background, judging how much money you have, judging what your skin color is, you know, and it's just nonstop. It's like a cage of oppression, and I'm breaking free. I'm tired of putting up with whack people overlooking me, underestimating me, underpaying me. It's it's not right. And I'm not alone. I'm just speaking up for myself and I'm speaking up for other people going through same similar things. Thank you. I appreciate you, Matt Chapman. Thank you. Thank you, Matt Chapman. I appreciate you. Positive vibes. I got you. But yeah, I'm going to where I'm celebrated, and I appreciate those that appreciate me. I'm speaking the word. I'm a voice for the voiceless. Many people they're going through hard times, but they're not able to speak up. They don't have the strength. They don't have maybe the courage or the outlet, or it's just not their skill set to really speak up. But me, God chose me to speak up. God chose me to be real, you know. So yes, it is what it is. We gotta do the right thing. We gotta do the right thing. Many times it's very noisy. It's very noisy. So much noise. So much noise. These unbelievable planes and catastrophes and tragedies happening on the planet. It's like this. a constant circus happening in America. Always something. I get it. I understand it's a universe, it's a world, it's an earth, it's a lot of population, a lot of people, a lot of energies, animals, plants. I understand. But at the same time, why not clean up the world? Why not improve the world to make it a better place? Why always do we have to be pointing the finger, blaming each other, trying to make stuff worse, playing all these childish games? Oh, who can piss someone off more? Who can try to get a reaction out of someone? All these foolish pranks, childish antics, games, antics, pranks, war, new, all this political foolery. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is fake. What are they doing for us? What is anybody doing for us? I'm out here in the sun alone. You know, I don't care about no election. I'm the president. Real talk. I'm the president of my universe. I am the CEO. I'm the boss. I'm the president. I'm the captain of my universe. I'm a sovereign being. I'm free. I'm sovereign. I'm free. So I don't know why y'all giving y'all's attention and y'all's money to these lame ass politicians. You know? Yes, thank you, Matt. My bad. Thank you, Matt. Much love, Matt. Yeah, we got to be free, like Matt said. We got to be out here in nature. I'm a 9-year vegan, 9-year plant based vegan. I'm not perfect, but at least I've been healing myself and I've been raising my energy in a positive way. I've been raising my frequency. Back then, I used to have low energy levels. I was still active, but my energy was not as high as it is now, and I was not healthy and I was not as pure as I am now. Now I'm able to see clearly past the illusion, you know. Yeah, with these birds and stuff, I'd rather be out here with the birds and the squirrels and the rabbits. You know, we got to get away from the Babylon, the concrete jungle. All these haters, lots of haters out there, crabs in a bucket. You know, in the apartment complexes, in the neighborhoods, in the hometown, the city matrix. It's all this. You know, chaos, pollution. We got to cut out all the pollution, all these big trucks and all these facilities, factories, and stuff like that. They emitting all these chemicals and pollution towards the atmosphere, and it's making the air bad. Honestly, with all these air strikes and whatever chemtrails and stuff like that, we need to clean it up. Humanity's going to get a wake up call. God always has the final say so. God always speaks up. God always is the truth. So people are going to have to humble themselves. They want to rush around thinking they G.I. Joe, or thinking that this is a Fast and Furious. They just living life like it's Fast and Furious or like it's some type of TV show. Nah, sister, homie, brother, it's real life. This is real life. There's babies out there, children. There's women, men, elders, animals, plants, nature. There's ecosystems. You know what I'm saying? It's energy out there. So we need to be more compassionate and respectful to everybody, towards the butterflies, towards the dogs, towards the squirrels, towards the cats, towards the trees, towards the grass. Stop littering. Stop just throwing trash, dumping trash, garbage into the middle of nowhere, into the nature, into the ocean. You're polluting the atmosphere. You're harming the ecosystems because of your ego and laziness. Many people are lazy. You know, oh yeah, yeah, much love, Matt. Honey, yeah, I do not consume honey because I'm a vegan. I don't consume animal products. It comes from bees, so it's not vegan. Honey is not vegan. I choose date syrup or agave instead as an alternative. Agave, date syrup, coconut sugar from the flower, the pollen of coconut trees, coconut sugar, or you can use like some maple syrup or something like that. But I use like agave or date syrup because those are alkaline sweeteners, and nah, I don't consume honey. It might have been a couple times here or there. Maybe I had a smoothie or a juice and it might have had honey in it, and I was like, whatever, you know. But I don't purposely just choose to say, hey, I'm gonna go get some honey.